guys, have you ever encountered a certain problem in your class? If you have so, we have a simple intervention for you. But before that, why would you spend time doing research? Actual research can help us find solutions to problems we are having in our classes, and hopefully will help us to improve student learning. But what use it to others? You can generalize from what you find in your class to all classes. What you learn only applies to your class. But if we share our actual research findings, others might be inspired to change their own practices or come up with ideas for their own studies. As we conducted actual research in grade 8 students, that shows us they are having difficulty in understanding the basic genetic concept and associated vocabulary. And we came up actual research title, Monsters University Genetic Game Activity. We also noticed that the students want a fun learning. So the monsters we have is optional. They are the one to choose which monsters they want. But before that, we have our objectives. First, to develop scientific attitude among students and teachers, whereby they are motivated to study and solve the problems scientifically before taking decisions. Second, to develop democratic attitudes among teachers and students while understanding and solving the problem. And last, to raise the level of performance and the level of aspiration of the student. Now, let's proceed to our action research questions. First, how can Monsters University Genetic Game Activity can help the students to understand more about genetics? Second, how intervention works inside the class. And third, what will be the effect to both students and teachers of the Monsters University Genetic Game Activity? As we continue to our intervention, Monsters University Genetic Game Activity, we have our materials needed and procedure to know. First, the offspring point cards. Next, there are cards that represents all of the possible gametes of the parent's monster to produce. Now we have our task card, Monsters Genetic Game, Monster Making, and Monster Trait Key. And we have our task cards functions. The game begins with groups completing the Monster's trait keys. The play begins with each team drawing one female gamete card and one male gamete card. Each team must use the gamete cards they draw to create an offspring. They will record their offspring's genotype on their game handout and then use the trait key to determine the phenotype. Point values on cards are based on the probability of producing the phenotypic variation. The less probable, the more points. Points are tallied and the winner is decided. Then students complete the assessment page making monster. Students determine the phenotype of their monster and color it accordingly. Now, let's move on to the proposed intervention. During Monsters University Genetic Game Activity, students will begin with the basic questions. What is genetic? From there, they learn the biological process in which a parent passes genes onto their children or offsprings. In this activity, it covers the concept of genes, traits, chromosomes, and basic inheritance mode, which is the autosomal dominant and autosomal recessive. In the end of this activity, students will understand that individuals have two copies of all genes, one copy from each biological parent, and that these genes express specific traits. This game activity allows students to investigate the basic mode of inheritance for single gene traits in a highly engaging and interactive game that turns an abstract concept into into something truly concrete and easy to comprehend.